Okay, I'm officially live. I, oops, I'm trying to adjust everything here so you can see this. Okay, so my name is Robin Bremer. I'm a professional artist. I am just graduating this month from Milan Mastery program, and I thought it would be really fun to do this um, regularly. But this is the very first time I'm doing it, so I'm really nervous. And I know that it takes me 8 hours normally to do my own painting from scratch. But I'm going to do this painting here, which I happen to find at a thrift store. I actually bought it in order to buy the frame, and then my husband, I wanted to throw it away. Sorry. And my husband said, "Why throw it away? It's a perfectly good painting." And I said, "Well, I don't really like it." And he says, "Well, why not?" And then I told him all the things about it that I didn't like. And then I said, "Hey, wait a minute. It would really be great to fix this picture up and make it look the way I want it to look." So let me first tell you all the things that I think this picture needs help on. So first of all, this is a good painting. The guy did a good job. I contacted this guy's family, did some research on him, and he died. I believe he was lived in an island off of find could make it a dynamic picture. Okay, so first of all, it's boring. There's no real point of interest. There's nothing that says, "Wow, look at that painting. That's awesome." There's nothing that draws you in. There's no the values are all the same. The There's no intensity. There's no focus. The 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 sky. If you look at all this right here, it's all the same. It's a dark purple, and on the edge of the dark purple is a little bit of fuzzy whiteness. So that's all the same. This is fantastic. This is what he did right here, and I kind of want to just brighten this area up. Okay, if you look at there's no shadows. You don't know where the sun is coming from, which direction the sun is coming from, because there's no indication. The only indication might be just a tiny bit of yellow right in here, and there's no indication of where the sun is coming from. So I think I'm going to have the sun come from this direction. So saying that there is no shadows. There is no shadows thrown across the land. There should be shadows of all this stuff. The other thing is there's no what I call sky holes in the trees. The trees are just globs of color with little pieces sticking out, which is nice, especially up here. It's really nice. But here they need some sky hooks. So I take the same kind of green color here and put little dots in here to make it look like it was you could see through it. The other thing is, have you ever seen a lighthouse that was all one color like this? Okay, so I don't like. I I would like to add. See, there's a little bit of yellow here. That's good. A little bit of white here. That's good. But there is no depth to it. No character to it. So I'm going to add some blotches and different stuff here to add depth and character to it. And now look at the roofs here. The roofs are boring. The roofs are made of black and red, and that's it. Well, I would make it look like the roofs have tiles on it or something of interest. The other thing is this fence. Whoever saw a fence that was perfect. This is a perfect fence. I'm going to break it down somewhere. I'm going to make weeds grow on it. There should be weeds somewhere, flowers or something here. Um, and then the buildings. The buildings are there is no hardly any contouring of the buildings. There's hardly any shadowing. There's a little shadowing right here and right here. There's no character in the building. There's nothing but just buildings. There's no shadows of the building. And then you look at the grass. There's only like basically two colors of grass here, and it's all pretty much the same. There's no weeds. There's no flowers. There's no character. It's all just kind of a green. The other thing is the ocean, the water. It's all the same. There's a light green, dark green, and white. And for me, it's too choppy. I would like to make it a little bit smoother and have it a little bit more just more in more intensity, more character, more. I don't even know the word I'm saying. It just is. It just is a well done picture as far as it's picture perfect, but it's boring. So those are all the things that I'm going to do to work on it. So the other thing is it doesn't show the sky. This part of the sky should look like it's real far away. This part here should look close, and then down here it should look close, sort of like a clamshell effect. You should be there should be warm purples and blues up here, and down here it should be warm greens. And in the middle, to make it look pulled back like it's in the distance behind here, behind the focus should be cool colors that pull it back. So that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to start up here in the sky. The sky is beautiful, but it's boring as far as he used all light colors, and it can't it doesn't pop. So I'm going to start by working on the sky. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it a little more interesting. Now remember, this is just me and my opinion and my style of painting. I do. Let me tell you a quick story. I have a relative that had painted two pictures, only two pictures, and they were absolutely picture perfect. It's like you took a camera and you took a picture of those paintings, and you didn't know whether they were paintings or a picture. To me, what is the purpose of that? I like to have each brush stroke. I like to have everything happening now, not a picture. If you're going to take a picture, take a picture. If you're going to paint, paint. They should differ from each other. That's my opinion, and I'm going to share my style. So everything I'm saying is because it's my style. Okay. So this guy here, his name is W.L. Bud Slack, and he painted this in '04. And I'm just going to add my name on the bottom here because him and me painted this picture. So I'm going to start now, and I'm going to start working on the sky. I'm going to start with acrylics, and then I'm not sure when I want to add some oils. I'm going to try to give the sky a little bit more character. So I'm going to add just a little. And I don't know if this is going to work because I never did it before. So I don't know how my colors are going to blend with his colors. And as you notice, all his colors are really light, and I don't really like that they're light. But I'm gonna try to pull in some dark colors. Make it more interesting. One of the things I like to do is I like to take a paper towel, just kind of scrunch it sometimes. See how even that little bit adds personality to it. So let's make it. Let's get into some darker purple here. Acrylics dries super duper fast. I really want that lighter there so it blends in a little bit better. I'm gonna add a little bit of pinks in here. Give him a much more dramatic sky. Can you see the difference already? How it's already popping with just a little bit of change that I've done? And maybe some streaks, some clouds. What this is doing, it's drawing the attention into the lighthouse. The lighthouse is becoming the focus now instead of just boring all one color. Okay, I want to add a little bit of white. A little bit more white here, maybe down in here. Okay, so I'm done with the sky. All, uh, all that I'm going to do later on is I'm going to add some oils. In fact, I'll add some oils now just to show you the difference it makes. Yep, it's dry already. That's how fast acrylic dries. Okay, I'm going to do some, up here on the top, we're going to do some warm, like my warm purple. Warm purple. And in order to make oil dry faster, I have to always add galkit to it. That's this stuff here. So it's a little bit more time consuming. But watch how much depth this adds. See how it's pulling the sky back? Or actually, this here part is pulling forward. This part is going to be pushing it back a little bit more. Okay, so now I need a cool purple, cool purple. I have to always think about this because this is the hardest part, is the cools and the warms. You know, this is a cool purple. And this purple will pull it back some more, pull it back in the right place. Okay, so I want this to look like it's further away. This section right here behind, I want it to look further away. Push back. Can you see the difference? How it looks like it's back. This here section looks pushed back. This section is pulling close. I always have. This is supposed to be cool, and this is pulling forward. This is warm. So down here, I'm going to add. I'm going to add some acrylics now. That's never painted with both acrylics and oil at the same time. Okay, I got to wipe my board off here because I'm not going to be using purples most likely. Okay, now I'm gonna switch to the green down here in the dirt road. So I'm going to be using acrylics again, and green and brown. This road here is very boring. It should look like a dirt path. So I'm going to work on that first. And then I'm going to use acrylics on it and then oils. Let's see. Brown. I'm still here. Okay. Okay, so down here we're just going to make it look more like a dirt path. Okay, now I'm going to make a little bit of dry brushing over here because I want to go into the grass a little bit. See how that road now looks, has more personality. Now, if I add a little black to it, black, add a touch of black here and there. Okay, so it has the path has a little bit more character to it. I'm going to add some weeds on there. Let's see some green. Right now, I'm not working with warm and cool down here. I'm only just working with color, so I'm going to add a little bit of grass over here. Some weeds. Okay, so let me add a little bit of another color. Hello. Okay, so I'm working down here, trying to make it look more like a path. Add a little bit of yellow down there too. Little flowers. Flowers along here. So that adds more character. Let's put some more flowers here. Flowers are up and overgrowing all over here. There. So okay, so that is a little bit better on the bottom here. Now all full of paint already. Now I'm going to add a different color green there. Still working with acrylics in the bottom. You don't want anything evenly spaced apart because it looks fake. That's why I don't like this because it's too perfect, this fence. Okay, so now you can see a difference in the fence. Some of it's even growing over. See that? Some of it's growing over. Okay, so now it has a lot more character just along the bottom here. Okay, so I'm done with that part, but I need to also add in here. This is getting done much faster than I thought. I have to do all this yet, but still. Okay, here we gotta add some green, just a touch because we gotta add some green on here. Okay, now the sun is coming from over here. So, I stuck my finger in the green. Ah, okay. Okay, so I'm going to, now that I'm done here, I just got to add acrylics there. I'm going to, oil. I got it all over everything. That's how I keep ruining my clothing. I have to keep buying more clothing because I keep ruining it. Ugh. Okay. Okay, so now, since I'm working on the greens and yellows and stuff, I think I'm going to, and I am all full of green, I think I'm going to highlight yellow. Let's take a yellow. And the sun is coming from here, going this way. So we're going to highlight those trees. Even the side of the trunk can be highlighted. Okay, now, because the sun is coming this way, this top of this roof is going to have the sun on it. The top of this roof is going to have some sun on it. You don't want a straight line, you want dots. we want maybe add a little bit of yellow there. And no, this would be in the shadow, so we're not going to add no yellow there. Okay, so now we need a little bit more. A little bit of yellow there, as the sun is hitting it here. Up here, I want to get a little bit of glow around this, a little bit of a glow around the light. Right. Okay, so we got a little bit more glow around there. A little bit of yellow. And up here, showing light is coming from there. Okay. There. Okay. So the lighthouse looks better. I'm gonna add a little bit of shadowing and contouring. I gotta do the ocean last. Right now I'm gonna do the shadowing and contouring a little bit on here. Let's just add just the touches of stuff here and there. Okay, let me add some touch. Okay, this is a little too obvious. Like that. There you go. Let's a little bit of orange in there. Okay. And house. Do that here. Shadow of that tree. Shadow of the fence. The sun is coming here, coming over. Just a little bit there. Um, okay, see the roof has a lot more personality. It looks like shingles. I add a little bit of white on there. White. Add a little bit. see a little bit of hint of that roof. Okay, add browns. Okay. A little bit of a shadow there. Sun's over this direction. Okay. This over here is extremely boring. Um, for that green, for the sky holes that I was talking about, I don't think I'm going to be able to really achieve that over here. I think he probably should have done that when he started. I'm going to go ahead and work on the water. I think I want to tone it more toward a lighter color since everything's so dark. Well, it's that's dark. Anyway, let's see here. Let's do. Should we do a green? No, that's too green. We will do a blue. We'll do a blue. Oh, that'll be pretty. Okay. So yeah, just that little bit changes the whole atmosphere of it. Just that little bit makes a difference. Can you see how different and how it pops now? Let's add a little bit of shadow. Oops, didn't want that much of a shadow. Overhangs have shadows. We're creating an overhang shadow. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna. Man, this is so boring over here. I don't like this at all. Um, I don't like that section at all. It's just too much of the same thing. I think I'm gonna change the color of those trees. Okay, so let's change the color of those trees because they are just so boring. That's better. I like that better. That's so much better. Still with me? Hi, Emily. Okay. Um, Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add um, oils to make it pop more. And let's see here. Okay, making my oils. Um, you know what? I want to add some more. Yeah, I'm gonna do this oils first. Greens. I gotta wipe up my mess here. Okay. Um, okay, so we're gonna go with greens that are warm, lucent warm, and Galkin. If I don't use Galkin with my oils, it takes weeks and weeks and weeks for my art to dry. This is a translucent green. So what I'm doing is adding a little touch of uh, depth to it to pull it forward. And you'll notice that this comes towards you like, wow, it's like you're standing right there. There's a little more color there. There's grass on the path. Okay, so this was done in warm oil, so this should look like it's popping towards you, the front here. And let me get a little bit lighter warm. Okay. Add some Galkit. Oops, too much. Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna add a bush. I'm gonna add a bush right here. boring bush. I think I'll erase my bush. Don't like it. Now it can look like a bush on the other side of the fence. Okay, that's good. That green there's good. Okay. There. Okay. Um, Now we want this part, the water, to be cool, and we want to pull it back. So let's first of all let's let's do a little bit of this. Okay, so I'm doing oil, so I'm going to pull back this water. So I need a cool, translucent. That's okay. Blue, cool, purplish. We use a purple. We use a purple to pull it back. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. Boy, that green gets all over everything. Okay, I'm gonna use a cool, cool blue. Pull that blue back. Okay, can you see now how this pops forward? The center pushes back, and this pulls forward. And we can take this blue here and do it along the bottom here, so the bottom pulls back a little bit. The bottom here. Okay, so this is a cool blue. I'm going to basically use that to pull back and make it look like um, it's receding. There. So this basically should look like it's rolling backwards. Okay, so let's see some more back here. Okay. Um, let's just take this here. Okay, I think basically I'm done. I think all I'm going to do now is sign my name next to his. And this is how I sign my name usually, because it makes it easier. Let's see, we didn't do any acrylics here. I'm all full of paint. Um, I'm gonna do a coating here first. I think I'm gonna do blue. Um, because oops, I don't like this boringness of this. I'm going to do a coat of blue since I have it here anyway. Um, I don't like that. Let's see. Nah, I think I'll just leave it. Okay. Um, sign my name. What color? It has to be oils. Green. I usually sign okay right next to his. I'll have to use one of these. Let's see. Well, maybe no. White. Let's try white. I might have to sign it with my. I can't use my pen. Yeah, I'll have to sign it with my handy dandy. Looking for the right brush right now, and then I will finish up. I have to sign it with the right brush. Which this will work. I will sign it with my acrylics, and I'll sign it in white. This is not the brush I normally use. I can't find my brush. Very sloppy. Not happy with it. Let's see if I can get rid of it. When you don't like something, just paint over it. I'll have to sign it later because that's not dry right now. So there it is. There, let me bring it close. Here is the after. And there for YouTube, you can't see it very good. It doesn't look much different on YouTube. It's kind of yucky looking. Okay, so I'll post the picture before and the picture after. So this originally was painted by W.L. Bud Slack in '04, and the man is dead. He was on Facebook. He's dead. I found his family. Told them I had his picture. I'd send it to them if they wanted, but didn't get no reply. So I thought, wow, things I didn't like about this painting, I was going to fix and make it pop. So this painting will be for sale. I'm going to do this on a regular basis. I absolutely love it. This was so much fun. And if you want to learn how to paint, you can watch me, and this is the way I can teach because I'll show you what I'm doing and why I did everything that I did. So I will post the before and the after picture, and I will get another one. I'll try to do one a week. I don't know. I'm not promising anything. I graduate from art school, so my website's done. I'm starting art shows and going to be looking to be in art galleries and stuff. So if you like what I did, share it with your social media site. And oh, one more thing. I have a program called Adopt a Painting. And what it is you go to my website, robinbremerart.com, and you adopt a painting. You pay $10, and you promise to your job is to pray for that person. And my job is your name goes in a drawing, and I draw out the name randomly, and that person will get a 11 by 14 print with mat on it and signed and sent to their home. And the money that you pay, the $10, will go toward tiger. I forget what it's called, something of the tiger, because I love to paint big cats. And it's a half an hour from my home is this tiger, this big cat sanctuary. So the money will go to the big cat sanctuary rescue center. So it's for $10. You adopt a painting every month. It'll be a different painting. Right now, actually, this is a lighthouse that I copied on my lighthouse on the painting that is up for adoption right now. And what that means is that you have adopted that painting, and you, in the sense of you're promising, just like when you adopt a child, you promise to take care of it. So you're adopting that painting, and you're promising to pray for the person that will buy it or has bought it, whether it's in print form, whether it's on my journals, my teaching, or coffee cup, or a bag, or whatever it is I sell with that art on it. So there you have it. And there is the after picture. So share this with your social media sites and your friends. And I'll talk to you later.